All right, time to test the mic. Testing microphone. Time to test the mic. Testing microphone. Okay, that seems loud enough. The chat seems to be working okay as well. To check out my other stream. Okay. There's that. Okay, Super Robot Wars for a little bit today, but the question is what's going to happen next? Well, we'll see. Let me edit the clips a little bit, edit the stream info. PM ครับ ขอกาแฟหน่อยเถอะ Where's the Z? There we go. Right, so that's it. Let's click done. Let me switch screens a little bit so I see my face cam. So I could say, hello folks, it's me and Big and I'm back. We're live, but we're still on my side, unfortunately. Yeah, this is gonna be a while before I could get things done. But today may be a bit of a shorter stream. But it also depends on what I want to do after we're done with Super Robot Wars. We might be doing a little bit of XCOM or some old Tokimeki Memorial or something out of left field. I'm not particularly sure what I want to do for the holidays, but we'll see if we have a game. Hello, Chimuelo. Thanks for being here. I forgot to set up the pinned comment, but there's something called redeems in this chat. If you are new to the chat and you type in redeems like so, you will be able to interact. Maybe. Please actually work. Does that work? It should work. Okay, it doesn't work for some odd reason. Oh, great. My redeems don't work, so that's well and good. It might take a little while for it to boot up, or maybe it's just having a little bit of a field day. But usually you have channel points and stuff working, and now it doesn't. Great. But anyways, hi, welcome to the stream. And if you want to interact with the stream in any way, feel free to jump into my Twitch channel. So my Twitch channel is here. I guess I'll pin that, because if you're watching on Twitch, then you'll be able to have text-to-speech, you'll be able to interact and all those things. But I don't expect you to actually have Twitch. So let me just pin this message, and you could feel free to jump in. Feel free to say hi wherever you're from. For those of you who don't know me, is I'm a quadriplegic, meaning I'm lying on my side because I am not well. I can't sit up straight for a little while. So I'm just lying down and gaming, and I need some help with whenever I need to have a drink and stuff. So that being said, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the stream the way you do. I also have the main chat, which is this one. This is the, if you're watching from the horizontal, I'm actually just playing it from here as well. Let me also see if I could pin some of these comments here. But yep, I'm streaming several different areas. I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on YouTube. And yeah, as ads start on the tubes, I'm going to take this chance to thank my members as well. So for those of you who are actually on YouTube, you can help out by becoming a member. Apilux, Manta, Doug Bolden, Rafael Vega, Chapa, Techno, and Army Slam are all members. And you guys are basically, you get turned into a Pokemon as thank you for helping out with the membership program. And yeah, you can see all those really cool designs there. But if you want to help out in any other way, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live, etc. And yeah, today we're going to play some Super Robot Wars, and we're going to play and translate the game live as we play through it. But that does mean that I need to turn on all of the things. So give me a second while I switch to this screen with all of the things. Right. Okay, that screen is on, that's correct. Let me move you. And then boot the game. Wait until the game shows up. Good. Next up, I will engage split cam and switch over to my PlayStation 2 thingamabob. And of course, the audio source has disappeared, so I actually need to add that. Okay, all well and good. And it should appear on the other screen as well. Goody goody gumdrops. That seems like everything's working fine. And ads are not enabled. So ads are done. Am I on here? Okay, yes. Wait. I wasn't watching TV and it was late. Come on. And I'll need my bonk meter up. Come on, bonk meter. There you are. Huh? All right. Stretchy, stretchy. I did a fair bit of stuff this morning trying to get my other games to work, but it's not working properly. So we'll see. I got it to work in terms of I got the game up and running, but for some odd reason, I can't seem to find the save file that I want to actually play with. So that's problematic. I have to dig through all of my previous playthroughs to be able to play with it. Okay. And I'll need to actually change this so that it covers all of the screen. Come on. Yep. Press OK. And I'll load again. Let's see if the translation's working fine. Yep, it's working. The Super Gundam shooting its longest rifle. Wait, what is it translating? The Peam rifle? Right here. Peam rifle. Wonderful. Wait, that's not the correct button. Have a bonk for the Peam rifle. But let's test if the text-to-speech audio stuff is working properly. While I keep the check here. While I'm in control. Oh, there it is. Gonna shoot them again with a giant beam. Shot through the armor of a battleship. When a battleship is run by one of my people. Yep, translation's getting sus already. Man, I want to continue on the sus translations train here. But, yep, that was what we needed to do. Is to shoot down the airship. Let's go ahead and see what is happening right now. If this continues, the space-time control device will be stolen. If that's the case, I'll create space-time tremor right here. Of course, Bradman. President, that's too dangerous. No need to worry, the device is only a prototype and only generates extremely small space-time tremors. Yeah. This will be the only area that will be teleported. Oh. Set the timer and escape. Hurry, this is an order. Ryokai, understood. There's something wrong with the Garuda class. It seems like a crew will abandon its aircraft and escape. Are you giving up the space-time control device? Yes, you are. Response radar. This is the Zonkers Besotatai.
Huh?
Can you try that again? The other Zonkers detachment. Yep. What do they have to say? Olsen? Looks like Athena's information was correct. And does this transport plane have the space-time control device? Everyone in the detached squad, stand back. We misunderstood you. We have no intention of engaging. Please help us seize the space-time control device. We also misunderstood you. We would like to apologize for that. Also, I've heard that the device is dangerous. Chia-san, it's starting to distort. Oh no. What? You idiots. It would be great if you could gather together. The space-time control device is activated. Blow these guys away. Wait, if the device has started working, is this error going to metastasize? Metastasize? That was a big word. Each aircraft retreat front as far away as possible. No, it's not a matter of distance. What do you mean, Jabby? This feels like break the world again. The world's gonna be distorted. Oh, Yue. What's wrong, Yue? Bruno Charisma's here. The Maiden of Sorrow Sphere is responding to the power of Origin. Who's a person? There's a person standing on the nose of the Guardia class aircraft. Oh, can you hear me? It's a pleasure, Zonkers. It's a pleasure to welcome to the party I hosted. I'm glad you came to the party I hosted. There we go.
Huh?
Oh no, Yue. Yue, what's happening? Dimensions twisted. The world is distorted. Something flows inside me. Context. Yes. The world is once again enveloped in chaos. Everything is mixed into the chaos. Who are you? I am Kurono Charisma. The Black Charisma. Cancelled. But he is he or she is clad in black. The world revolves around you. See you again, Zonkers. And there's an explosion. No. And what happens now? Oh, it's Shron. Zonkers seems like the Zonkers remained in this world. As expected. And they are now become the Singularity. Are you sure? There's also a singularity in the unit from the previous space-time destruction. Besides, concentrating that much force will make you something that you can't regret. Wait, what? Huh.
Huh?
Exactly. That was an over-the-top comment. No, it doesn't matter. Without that level of uncertainty, things would be too boring. That's right. It's not interesting. Now, who will move next? In the state of chaos. Black Charisma as a new federation. Chiram, Iman, Plant. The Angels. Shadow Angels. And the Corallian. Leaving that alone will lead the world, a world to crisis. Let's leave that to Dewey Novak. I'm sure Petimus Scirocco will take care of the battle between Earth and space. So I will enjoy the world, this ugly, distorted, and wonderful world. And we've cleared this stage. And at the end of the stage, what happens is, yeah, we have a bunch of new units showing up here. And it's not ideal. There's just so much to go on, but I will demonstrate what happens next in the storyline. So let's continue on the storyline. We don't have to worry about the units for now. Where is this? It seems to have been transported due to a space-time tremor. For now, everyone seems to be okay, but judging from the surrounding terrain, it seems like the teleportation was only a very short distance. What's wrong, Jabi? Indeed, our group was only jumped a short distance. But what happened earlier changed everything. Changed everything in this multiversal world again. What do you mean? I don't know the details either, but I can feel it. Their world has changed again. Second space-time destruction. Okay, let's meet up first. I want to exchange information with each other and confirm what was happened so far. And we must clear up our foolish misunderstandings. So this was what I was trying to get at the end of yesterday's episode. But yep, there was a matter of the Overdevil, basically using Katsura, the singularity. We were being chased by both Iman and Shiram, who were thinking of repairing space-time. During that time, we experienced various battles, but the most formidable opponent was the mysterious Overman created in ancient times. So it seems to be the so-called early Overmans among the Overmen used in Siberia. The early Overman is an ancient Overman shrouded in a mystery. It's unclear who created it and for what purpose. A legendary being said to have had a power beyond our imagination. Its birth occurred during a period of great change in our world. It seems to go back into dark history. Oh, dark history was a thing. Dark Age, where everything was shrouded in mystery. I heard that mechanical dolls waged a battle and their world was destroyed in the end. Lauren's White Dolls was built in that era as well. Kid Munz, the president of the Trans-Siberian Railway, held a grudge against Zonkers for making Exodus, a sealing of Japan, a success. So he went to the Overdevil. Is that it? Reviving the Overdevil and through with the Mattis. And sudden OK Google by text to speech, of course. If you leave us alone, regarding the tickets of the Trans-Siberian Railway, I mean, but it's fine. Daijobu, the Overdevil, suddenly incredibly strong, but we did our best to defeat it. I think Kid's Munz was required now that he lost his precious treasure. Must have been a lot of work. With this, it could be considered that Shibutetsu incident has been resolved. But what surprised was the Overdevil apparently fought against the fallen heavens during the Dark History era. So the Overmen and the Shadow angels. That's strange. Originally, shadow angels existed in a different world from ours, though. The details about that are unknown, but even in Lena's visions of the elements seems to be a definite fact. So, dark history, past shrouded in mystery. Would you like to do a full-scale investigation? I'm sure you're concerned, but we have other matters to prioritize above our academic interests. Holland, I'll have you tell me about the Corallian. I expected you know anything about the existence of those Corallians? So Gecko State was formed for the purpose of coexisting with Corallians. Coexistence? With those monsters and humans? First of all, let me say this. The perception that Corallians are monsters is information manipulated by Dewey Novak. We do know this now. The fact that Corallians are attacking people and causing considerable damage. Dr. Bear says the Corallians appeared in the footage. The speech should be called antibodies. Who's the Dr. Bear? The one who I look like. He's a well-known researcher in our world, researching theory that the Corallians and the scab corals give birth to intelligent beings. So you're saying that the monsters, the Corallians, have intelligence and will. It's just the antibody. It's just an instinctive attack against foreign objects. However, the scab coral, which gave birth to it, is an intelligent entity and has some kind of consciousness. So the scab coral is the surface of the promised land. In other words, thought it was something like rock or earth. Something like an inanimate object cannot even have a conversation. So it's hard to understand even if it's a living thing, right? Well, it is nice that it just summarizes everything for us. We can communicate. The scab coral sent a message to learn about humanity. We can say that that thing, messenger, is communication with the scab coral. So the messenger is... The scab coral sent a humanoid Corallian to learn about humans. And that's Ureka. Ureka is Corallian? Does that mean she's not human? She's not. She looks exactly like a normal girl, so I can't believe it. A normal girl except with the pale skin and green hair. Dr. Greg Egan, also known as Dr. Bear, appeared in the story earlier. Wait, you're being self-aware, game. The fact that this is a story. At the Trexan Gayson Research Institute, we conducted research on Ureka, the Corallian. My master Adrock Thurston believed that Ureka was a key to coexistence between human and Corallians. Inheriting that will, he took Ureka and escaped from an army that was planning to eliminate all the Corallians. However, the antibody Corallians attacked humans. It is also true that the considerable damage has been caused. Do you think coexistence is possible? If you look at Ureka and Renton, you'll believe it. Yeah. There's a disconnect between those two people. We believed that they were the hope for coexistence and agreed with Holland's idea. I still can't take in all of the situation. We can't say much at this point either. But Holland, I think those antibodies will continue to appear. What are we going to do about it? Antibodies do not appear for the purpose of attacking humans. I don't know what the purpose was, but the result of forcibly awakening by Dewey's using Agent Orange. So they artificially caused the antibody Corallians to appear. For what? Destroying humanity? No. the very least, there's no doubt that he intends to eliminate the Corallians. I don't think he has changed since we were in the Promised Land. What does Shaya have to say? What's more problematic is the identity of that bomb. We seem to have a small space-time concussion bomb that just happened. Even seeing the experiment earlier, there's no doubt that you have it. That they've completed it, right? Yeah. But Orange is very basic. The space-time control device was a failure. Then caused space-time destruction. Something I don't understand. Why don't you when I use the concussion bullets, why did the Corallians awaken? Scab Crawl, which has covered the surface of the Earth in our world, can only be seen in certain areas in this multiverse. However, it seems that the scab exists all over the world, in a dimension very close to our world. Yes, in the blind eternities. Yep, in a different dimension. Impact from the space-time concussion bullet breaks the boundary and antibodies emerge. As you sure you all know, the distortion of the dimensional boundaries that form this world is accelerating. Although I may be very tough, my understanding of the distortion, according to Dr. Bear's research, is a sign of Corallian's awakening. When they fully awaken, the total amount of life in this world will exceed the limits of information dynamics. Ooh, okay. So, no, I didn't want to say okay Google, but okay, Google's okay Googling. It is interesting because I think Kudan's limit then is referring to what's called information, right? There's something in science called information that is regarded as an important factor, but it is information is kind of a maybe it's a kind of a constant, where we talk about stuff like, for example, black holes. Information is something that is constant, that cannot be destroyed, right? That no matter how many things change form, information will always be a constant. And for example, for the longest time, we thought that information, like black holes, break physics because information seems to have disappeared into the black hole that cannot be retrieved. But of course, the Stephen Hawking discovered Hawking radiation as a as sort of a answer of how information is kept. But that's interesting. So that's what Kudan's limit refers to. It's a limit of the amount of information in the universe. So if it exceeds a certain limit, it will the universe will break. Okay, now I understand a little bit more. The total amount of life, that's how many Corallians that means there is. It's not quite. The Corallian life transcends the concept of numbers. You see, this explains it so much better than our first playthrough. The awakening, the world has exceeded its limits, and at that time break the world, the space-time tremors will occur. So that's the truth about space-time collapse, huh? Do we know about us thinking of annihilating the Corallians to stop this? It's true that we have to stop the world from decreasing by 3? What? 3 is a magic number.
Huh?
I don't think exterminating the Corallians is the right way, though. That's why I believe in Uraka and Renton and willing to be coexisting with the Corallians until the very last moment. The crisis of space-time collapse is coexistence in life that occurs with humans. Yeah, very difficult choice. Space-time collapse, coexistence of life forms of other humans. I trusted you and told you everything. If you don't approve of my ideas, then I'll leave you here. We'll go our own way. As an outsider, you're going to take on the world. We have two powerful singularities named Olsen and Katsura. They have the singularity of the power to repair space-time, so those two are with you. They abandoned Chiram, their partner country, so we are fighting to save everything in the world in a way that makes sense. We'll look for what we could do in the world, but not for a particular nation or people. Wait, I think I save stated somewhere that made more sense. So let me just fast forward through here. That is Eureka. Yep, Corallians. Yeah. If we did play through Setsuko's storyline first, it will definitely feel like we missed out on a bunch of story. But that's what I felt when I played through Rand's story as well. Okay. The limits of information dynamics, yep. However, we have the awakening break the world. Seems the far greatest in space-time tremors will occur. So it's an interesting concept, which means that space-time the space-time concussion bomb, as what's being called over here, seems to basically deal with what's called Couden's limit, which is a limit of information. It is basically a information overload in terms of the universe. But what that probably means is that it's a bomb that has an ability to create something out of nothing. That seems very far-fetched. Because of space-time collapse is coexistence with life from other than humans. Very difficult choice. Trusted you and told you everything. If you don't approve of my ideas, then we'll go our own way. Outsider, you're going to take on the world. We have the powerful singularity Katsura and Olsen. They abandoned Chiram. Look what we could do for the world, not for a particular nation or people. And that will never change. So are we, Captain Jamil, and we have no intention of allowing a handful of people to rule the world. We do receive support from Zaft, but we are still Zonkers. I'm not a member of Yugo. As a human being, I agree with your will. Wow, that's a real rough thing to say, that we are independent from the AEUG. Understood, Captain Bright. Let's convey Holland's words to each member and let them make their own decisions. Talia. Is that okay with you? I'll tell you my intentions. I'll go with you guys. Oh, Captain Gladys. I'm certainly a member of ZAP, but I'm also have the right to act independently as Faith. As ZAP, we also have a vested interest in Plant, as, after thinking about it, I agree with you. You're going to report this matter to the chairman? Of course, that is my intention. Although there may have been some misunderstandings, we believe that most of the chairman's decisions are policies are still reasonable. Understood. We believed what you said, just as you believed in us. Until we can no longer trust each other, let's do it together. Hooray, bonkage. And thank you. I pray that much that such a day never comes. That's what she said. I agree. I don't want to fight such a tough battle again. That's my line. Seriously, you shoot me a Pakasura. Wait. Bakasura. That's the Archangel seems to be working together, but you have heard about their purpose, though? Fight to end the war, that their roots are probably the same as ours. However, their methods are confusing the battlefield and resulting great damage. We ended up fighting you because of misunderstanding. We would still think that defeating the Archangel was justified, though. Understood? It's true that many of the actions are incomprehensible even from our point of view. I guess that they can do something on their own. Yep, that girl named Kira. That girl named Kira? Is that kid named Kira? Assuming genders. I think he was lost. That made it speechless, and in the end we parted ways. They are lost in their own battle, but maybe we are too. Within us, an intangible sense of distrust towards Chairman Durandal, and we confuse where we're going. But we've decided where we are headed. Protect the world? Let's think about that first, and what we can do to achieve this. After the twists and turns, we're joining force again for the same purpose. No, we are. You could say that we are now one for the first time. Okay. That is a very nice way of putting it. Today's Zonkers is a day of new beginnings. Let's fight together from today. New Zonkers, thank you again. Slay, can you see? This will be our new battle. Poor Slay got slain. You're no longer here, but please watch over us and Mimsy from the distant sky. Man. But we have an enemy, an invisible enemy who's targeting us. It's you, Laban. Want us to attack each other? Was he the one who was planning things? About that, I'm curious about the person who appeared when the space-time concussion was activated. The Corona Charisma. The way they spoke back then. Because of their guidance that so many forces gathered. So that man was naming us. Can't even tell if the man's or not because of that synthesized voice. Black Charisma. Need to be careful about their existence. Elchi, I'm glad you're safe. Mr. Gwen doesn't seem to have changed either. Please tell me the details of your battle, especially regarding the thing called Overdevil. Oh, Nyen still has his thing he wants to do personally. That's surprising. Can't believe that Master Gwen would be interested in such a grotesque monster. What I'm interested in is the era which I was born, the so-called Black History. Oh. Cancelled. What is it, Renton? Did you run away from home, from Gecko State? What? Yeah, that happened as well. Gaynor and Sarah told me all about it. Starting with the fight with Holland, ending with the emotional reunion with Ureka. What, Gaynor Nissan betrayed me. I'm sorry, we were only talking a little bit, but it ended up being the whole thing. Man. Don't be so angry. I made sure we had a happy ending. Context. That's Hatsuchi Ureka. Oh yeah, because she no longer has hair. Gidget and Tahoe chose it for me. The atmosphere has changed a bit. It's just not the hairstyle though. Speaking of hairstyle, Tahoe-san's changed a lot too. Tahoe's going to be a mom soon. Oh yeah. That is the My opponent is Holland. Wait, what?
Huh?
Congratulations to Holland. Me and Tal have both changed. Tifa, Lena also said it, but that's fine. Oh no, another base comment. A girl is things that change at this age. You know what? A woman changes with age. That is a based comment. I think that's a based enough comment that I'm going to leave it alone. No bonks, no cancels. It's just a based Koji. Especially when you're in love. Yeah. And she does not deny it. Looking at it this way, it's no different from a normal human. Yeah. Because they realize that Ureka is a blank slate. A love story between a Corellian and a human is like a fairy tale. Good luck, Renton. Looks like you have a pulse. Oh.
Huh?
And he's gone. You have a chance, maybe. I saw you in the hangar earlier, but Nervash shapes also changed. Yo, it has. That's what Nervash wanted to look like. Wait. Do you wish? Like you want a machine? I can't explain it well either, but no, the Nilvash is alive. That's why Ureka and I will grow together. I don't really understand Ureka, but seems to have changed quite a bit too. What if it's the effect of running away from home? Please don't mention that time I ran away from home so much. Please. Renton, I won't ask you any details, but it seems that a lot of things happened to you too. Yes. Charles and Ray, I'll never forget what you taught me. I'll protect Ureka with my new Nilvash, and that's what I'm buying. Sold. And hi, Para. Best girl of Gundam X, apparently. This is inside the Arma. Looks like a nice ship. Para. Why are you here? I was reunited with Garrett and the others. A lot of things happened with Garrett and the others. So we were together. Oh. Context. Are you by any chance the replacement pilot who went missing in the battle during the incident?
Some Gundams are very dangerous machines. Some Gundams are very dangerous machines.
Okay, just give me a second. Hello, Red Fire King Ice. Thanks for joining in. I'm turning off the chat and off and back on again, so that the speech to text doesn't repeat itself. Please work. Okay. But yeah, Gundams are very dangerous machines indeed. But welcome to the stream, buddy. Feel free to say hi. Text to speech is on. But that's mainly because I'm really bad at interaction. Are you new to Super Robot Wars? Are you new to the Gundam series? Or you're just generally new as a whole? What's your experience with the whole mecha genre? I'd like to know. But I'll let you know now. Today's episode's going to be really short. This stream's going to be short because I'm going to substitute and go into something else. My name's Paralysis. Nice to meet you. All Gundams are dangerous machines, but some Gundams are more dangerous than others. I think I'll say it like that. That's my take on it. I mean, seriously, I think all mobile suits are dangerous machines because they're all walking nuclear reactors. They're all super dangerous. So, like, you sometimes forget that Gundams are basically large nuclear reactors. All of them. You may know him, but he's a new friend. She is a new friend. Oh. She's most dangerous of all.
Huh?
Thank you for the help. Enil's just so based, yep. Enil-san, I'm glad to see you again. They saw each other all the way back to episode 13. Seems like a lot have happened, Yuichi. Some days you can sort things out. I'd like you to tell me the story.
Gundam for a long time.
Ah, okay. Favorite Gundam series? Mine is 8th MS Team. Wait, I have a bit of deja vu. Did we have this conversation before? I think we have, haven't we? Or could be someone different. I said that my favorite Gundam was 8th MS Team. As a series, anyways. I loved 8th MS Team.
Freedom Gundam uses nuclear engine.
Yeah, all Gundams use nuclear engines. And it is very, like, it's interesting because it's super like nuclear engines are super volatile. Paras G Falcon is a support mechanism for the central government's Gundam. Oh, there's also something called the isn't there a machine in Gundam Seed that causes nuclear initiates nuclear meltdowns in machines, making Gundams explode?
Iron-blooded orphans.
Ah, Iron-blooded orphans. I've still yet to watch it. It's on my list of Gundams to watch, but man, shorten the charging time of the X satellite cannon. Okay. With the recent battle, I thought it might be because I saw the G Falcon. So it was Para, huh? I'm glad Para is safe. I'm sorry for making you worry. By the way, Red Fire King Ice. I'll call you Red Fire for short, maybe. Red Fire. This game. This is my second playthrough of it already. The game is so good. The game is so freaking good. This is the best. I think best story of any game I've ever played ever. I am so happy playing through this. I'm getting, like, you know how the game has, like, if you remember Undertale, that was a triumph in game story writing. I think this one predates it and is actually slightly better than Undertale. Well, in my opinion, it doesn't go into this. Almost self-aware, but for that kind of interplay to happen in this kind of title is amazing. We apologize too. That battle at the time was tough. I seriously thought I was no
The
good.
Barbatos Gundam has the system that allows the pilot to connect to it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different things that, man, if only, right? But we're almost at the time already when the look. You say what you want to say about Elon Musk, right? If we're clearly nearly at a time where Neuralinks is going to be going to be a thing. I might eventually graduate towards Neuralink as well, if it becomes commercially viable, or if it becomes like a something of a net positive. I'd love to be able to pilot a mech using my whatever's left of my body, but we might just end up with the Warhammer 40k situation. Oh man. But I'll put that as point aside for now. But it'll be interesting. Let my guard down for even a moment. It might have been hit. I could get that line out of Captain Amuro. I'll never forget it. Wow. Here's what I'll ask you. The Federation's white meteor? What about it? I'll introduce myself. I'm Austin DeVerne, former captain of the Chiram Army. Also, Katsura's comrade in the world before Break the World. What do you mean, former? He's now a Chiram deserter. He's Singularity who travels the world just like me. Singularity, a human who is the key to repairing space-time. I heard that Chiram and Iman are chasing these guys, so can't believe it was Kei-san. They was surprised that I heard the story. I'd rather be chased by Lieutenant Emma or Captain Gladys by Chiram or Iman. Oh, Red Fire King Ice, if you haven't subbed already, feel free to do so. I'm working on a long-form video regarding this game to explain everything and all the storylines and why it's so amazing. I would rather be chased by Lieutenant Emma or Captain Gladys than by Chiram or Iman. Huh. Here's a couple of bonks for Kay, because Kay is just a ladies' man from another time. Space-time repair using Singularity is theoretical, and it's expected that there will be great risks involving implementing it. I heard that during the Shoyu, the world would be crushed by dimensional walls and disappear. That's right, seems that the research on space-time is also quite advanced. I don't know how to repair it. And the restoration, I'll know that the will of the Singularity has a big influence. Yeah, so it feels weird that there's this whole point of, oh, there's somebody who is called the Singularity, and their will actually impact how the world is changed, or how the world's going to be restored. But thinking about it, it is the way they explain it in this universe is that the Corallians, or the Scab Corals from Eureka 7, are basically huge memory data banks that exist outside of our dimension. So basically, you could restore space-time to whichever way it was, depending on the intent of somebody who is involved with the collapse. But it is kind of a very MacGuffin-y. Basically, with one, like, they could wish the world to appear or wish the world to disappear. So everybody wants K here, because K is the determiner. He's one who's going to decide whether if the world's going to be restored or it's going to be destroyed. Don't worry, Shin. We ran away because we didn't like that. Trying to find a way with Katsura to save not just a specific world or nation, but the entire world. So that's why I left the military. Relieved, Captain Olsen. You think the same way as us? Mr. Olsen is a friend of Katsura, also a calm person. If you keep having to wipe Katsura's butt, you end up with this kind of personality if you don't want to. Based. Real based. It's like, if you have to actually follow up Katsura all the time with his shenanigans, of course you end up being the straight man of the comedy duo. And also was transported to a world 5 years earlier than me. Thankfully, the guy was the same age as me. Now, she's 5 years older than me. Assuming genders again, Google. But wait, will something like that happen in Break the World? Did you know, Shin? You created it. Yep. Chirums are the people from our world who built the machine in the first place. So is that so? Yeah. One of the days we were jumped, Chichirum is a country built by humans who were exiled 20 years ago. I was thrown into a world 15 years later. Furthermore, the current new federation, plants, etc. have been transported to a world 5 years from now. Wow. So then Chirum is from the multiverse. I mean, you're a senior. Don't be calling them seniors just because he's only about 5 years older than you. But to be fair, you're all just children. That's right, around the same time Iman became a resident of the multiverse. I see, that's why Chirum's space-time control technology was more advanced than the Federation plant. That's, well look, it's 20 years. Wait a minute, I got that from XCOM, didn't I? 20 years. But that said, the Federation is now catching up with that kind of technology. However you think about it, it's unnatural. It can be understood that Chirum's technology is an extension of research into space-time concussion bombs that existed in the old world. Then where does the Federation's technology come from? Space-time control technology exists in some world that I don't know about. It came from that dude, Kurona Charisma. Daisuke-san. Everybody's just here talking things out. I'm sorry, Koji-kun, for misunderstanding you guys. Although we were compiled with false information, I've forgotten my faith in you. What are you talking about, Daisuke-san? We're the same. We all both made mistakes. If we're going to apologize, it's to each other. Rather than that, let's work together to find the person who manipulated us. Feels like if we work together, we could do anything. The Mazinger team has reunited. Hooray! Mazinger team. It's not just the Mazinger team, but the Zonkers, Ryo. Zonkers, huh? In the place where righteous power gathers. Daisuke-san. I have the technique I want to try with Mazinger Z, Great Mazinger, and Grendezer. Oh yeah, triple Mazinger blade. The Mazinger team combined attack. Quite interesting. Oh sure, Koji-kun, from now on we'll join forces and fight. It's like the ground hardened when it rains. Oh. Very poetic there, Jin.
Huh?
Wait. Yeah, very poetic. Grounds will harden after rain. So, after a rain, the ground softens into mud, but once it dries, it becomes harder than soil. But I think the one over there is more surprised that we've become friends. Oh, hi, Marin. Since that time, Toshia, I didn't want to have a reunion like that, You've been really nice. Have a really nice smile, Marion. It looks like you've overcome a lot of things. I guess, Mana. Well, living as an outsider has finally made some of my stone heads softer. What the hell, you bastard? Language. If I'm a stonehead, your head is made of super alloy Z. Based. From our point of view, both of us are similar. We're just both a bunch of hardheads. Are you making fun of his hairdo? Or the way he looks? Okay. It's not, okay, so... Clearly, Mr. Oliver is Caucasian, right? We do have Caucasians with curly hair and natural afros, right? But it is very, very likely that that hairstyle is a choice. But friggin' mullet, like friggin' sideburns with afro, like natural hair, is definitely a choice. But we can't assume. If I assume that whichever bit of ancestry gave him this much of a curly hair, I'm gonna get cancelled. But he's just saying fluffy heads of hair. But you know what? You know what? Some people should be happy that they have hair at all. This guy surprised me. Marin's laughing. He made a joke. After we broke up, what the heck happened? Yep. Fighting every day. I'm really tired. They just got tired of fighting every day. Even if I don't get it, it's unlikely to happen for a long time. After we left Japan, we were chased all over the world by various enemies. Everyone around us was the enemy. As expected, it became ridiculous to struggle with each other on the ship. There's some simple things, but these guys weren't bad either. So now it's like friendly bastard. Let's learn from the earth that it's a deep place. That's what she said. What I said earlier was a joke about S1 star. Don't take it too seriously. Okay, Marin. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Toshia, I want to apologize for turning my back on your kindness.
Hey, dude. How was your day? Yeah, that guy had a hairstyle indeed.
Oh, hi there, Pizza Cat Mod. Thanks for being here on the stream. How was my day? Not so amazing. I was trying all morning to get my old game to work. I was trying to play. I'm not sure if you heard of the Tokimeki Memorial series. It is the prototypical dating sim that was never translated, right? And it was and is possibly the best dating sim of all time. Well, at least according to me. And it falls into a nice niche on my end as well. But I got it to work. However, I couldn't for the life of me get the dating sim to I couldn't for the life of me get it to what am I saying? I couldn't for the life of me get it to
yeah, it's the dating sim.
Yeah, it's the dating sim. Oh, so you know Tokimeki Memorial. Yeah. I think it is the best in this. It is best in class for dating sims. Like completely. So it is worth all the worth the wait. I tried to translate it, and it never got translated because of the convoluted code behind it. I got the program to work, but I couldn't find the save file. So the game has basically a first disc where you could perfectly play through it to make sure that you actually get the perfect starting save file. And I can't find the perfect starting save file. So I'm going to, well, it depends on how well I do in the stream, but most likely what's going to happen is that this stream's going to end a little early. I'll try to get it to work, but if it doesn't, then I'll return tomorrow with Tokimeki Memorial. So yeah. And maybe trigger some neurons. What? Enemy attack. We're in trouble, everyone. Looks like they're heading our way. Are you aiming at Katsura?
Oh, good luck then.
Yeah. Yes. The fact that we made it this far, the other side must have had a fire in their back as well. Understand, Katsura, for the sake of this world, we can't be captured. I can't be captured. And there's no need to say that. Everyone here knows that. Captain Olsen? Now that we've heard of Yoro and Katsura's determination, there's a fight for all of us. And if only our world could be saved, I will not hand it over to the Thinkers. Don't hand over the world to the Thinkers. What?
Huh?
Thanks for your cooperation. That's it. What we just do what we think is right. Man, seriously. That's going to lead you into a lot of trouble. That's the thing. No need for strange reservations. Let's go, everyone. Let's battle for Zonkers. It's the beginning. And it's called the Cross Point because this is the first time in the game, in any playthrough, where you get to play with all of the units of your choice. And I'm just going to go with the Argma and the Frieden. And then we're just going to pop out all of these guys. Yep. And I'll demo this once before ending. But what I'm going to demo, yep. Well, Zonkers have completed their sortie. This is a wonderful view, truly spectacular. Yep, just recently we were glaring at each other as enemies. That's how it is, we're able to hold hands now, right? We are truly a symbol of the multiverse. Susan's doing great as always. Susan? Who's Susan? Understanding the pressure of singularity, maybe I should be praised for not being crushed. Context. I got a yellow, what? The first battle of the new Zonkers. Let's enjoy a big victory. Garrett? Oh. Wait. Sorry. The other person was Iman for Shire Country, huh? It's okay, Garrett, now that I'm not Iman, but the resident of this world as well. So she was exiled. She exiled herself from Iman. Okay, Shaya-san. That's a wonderful person. We're happy to fight alongside all of you. Nothing will come out of you, even make fun of an old woman like this. You are not an old woman, Shaya, but to be fair, this is why I see people lose their female functions at the age of 18 as Imani. And the worst thing, right? This is a point of contention as well. But this is probably a the fact that Imani are very proactively trying to procreate before they reach 18, and by the age of 18 they lose their female functions, basically their ability to reproduce, at least for the women anyways. I have a theory, right? Because if you think about it, right, all of the Imani are, and the Chiram and everybody, they're basically all humans, but with genetic manipulation, so not aliens at all. And it's a horrifying thought, but I think what's being hinted at is that there's probably something that's the same as what's happening right now on Earth, in the world, which says there's population shrinkage, or whatchamacallit, a basically aging population as a problem. I would be scared to think that what they through genetic manipulation that they've ceased the function of being able to give birth at 18 just to curb the overpopulation problem. And the kind of pressure that would put on a woman, you know? That is actually the worst kind of and they're technologically advanced, so it's very, very likely that that's something that's happened. So it is scary to think about. It's very dystopian. Just no longer a woman. Oh man, I have mixed feelings. Watch out, everyone! Imani army is coming. With all these guys. Found you, Gloma. Gloma D's. Manisha, you came. Context. There's a commander over there, an acquaintance of Mr. Shire. I like the fact that context is becoming a catchphrase for my channel now. She's Shire's twin sister, apparently the big boss of Iman. So your sister came after your sister. Context. Sister, you can't run away now. I know that there are two singularities over there. Give it to me right away. Context. If you do that, I'll treat the matter up to do now as unquestionable. Your little sister sure looks down on you a lot. Opponent's an important figure in the trading country of Iman, so her skill's no ordinary one. So what is your reply, sister? Shire. Leave the negotiations to me. No, Roger. No. Bad, Roger. Bad. Yep, negotiator son has arrived. But when the person comes out, sorry usually gets complicated. Very true. Thank you, Roger, but I do not need your help. Manisha answered Manisha directly. Come on, sister. Hand over the singularity, please. I refuse. Kotowaru. Is that Daga Kotowaru? Is that a JoJo reference? I guess it is. Your sister doesn't want to save Iman. Ever since I was a child, I've always been saying, you've been saying whatever you want, doing whatever you want. You've got to put the household on me and you go on a carefree journey. Hey, you. Oi. You came here. Context. Did you come here just to bash your sister? To express your grudge against your sister? In that case, please go home, busy with various things. We're going to fight for the world. If you want to have the sisterly fight, please do it again next time. I'm here to save Iman. Are you trying to make fun of that? All aircraft attack, defeat the guards and capture the singularity. Manisha. Alright, Shire. Be prepared. Be prepared. We can't give up the Katsura and the others. If you don't want to do it, leave it to us and stand back. Context. No, I'll fight. I've made up my mind just like Kay and everybody else. Each aircraft, please intercept Iman. We'll fight no matter who opponent is to protect the world. Understood. We received that determination too. However, I don't want to cause unnecessary damage. Each aircraft should concentrate its attacks on the enemy carrier to end the battle quickly. Alright, thank you, Captain Quattro. Of course, Iman is the country that we don't want to fight if possible. Yep. So basically, we have to finish this battle within 5 turns. And we just shoot down the Imani airship. However, there's something that we could actually do here. This is the setup of the army that I have currently. I'm going to switch you and a character I want to level. The character I want to level the most is probably you. Go Toga. And here's the Nilvash. You might notice, Nilvash is at level 65. And there's a good reason he's at level 65. It's because he is amazing. No, but seriously, he's at level 65 because he was basically turned into a money farming machine. That being said, it's now time to exit here and just deploy. And I'll show you what we're doing at this juncture. And just go over here, skip all the dialogue that we saw earlier. Alright, so what we're going to do is that Renton here is our money farm. Yes, his team is called Renton Bees. But I'm going to use Renton's ability right here. This ability has grants a couple of effects. Double damage, increased morale, among other things. So we do this. Now let's have a look at Renton again. We'll also want to use this and where are you?
Howdy, howdy. Sorry I'm late. I was attending my niece's birthday party.
Oh, okay, that's fine, Mana. That is completely fine. But Renton over here has double XP enabled. No, doesn't have double XP enabled yet. But you're here, whatchamacallit. How do I explain things? So basically, everybody met up and explained each other's stories. And basically, what's in the only thing that was missing from our playthrough on the other end was the fact that, okay, just give me a second. You're at 135. And we're going to need to use this. Mimsy has this, which doubles XP money. And we're just going to have Renton move over here and use his all attack, which is going to happen over here. I'll turn this on, but I'll just demonstrate what we've been doing all this time. Believe it, no matter how difficult the path is, I can do it if I try. So that's why I'll do it until the very last moment. Even if it seems like a pipe dream, I'll find a way to save the world. Let's do what we believe in, Eureka. If I'm with Renton, I could do everything. She's gonna do it with Sen. Who's Sen? Who is Sen exactly? He's gonna swell the 7th time. There we go. Overkill much, do you think? Alright, so let's do a couple of things now. We're going to use this ability by Mimsy. Double his XP, please. And then charge up his morale. Then we'll have the Gloma run up. Gloma D's. And then repair. With using repair, Gloma will gain levels. She's level 60 right now. Okay, that was stupid. Because I forgot to use move again. So let's try that again. But yep, I completely forgot that we are supposed to use move again. But anyways, when you were away, Mana, we basically had a bit of storyline happen. Explaining all the different things. And apparently, the way... Oh, hello, Red Fire King. I imagine if the government standard creating new types, that would be crazy. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be too far-fetched. Red Fire King Ice is watching from the shorts feed. But if governments really created something like a new type through... Well, genetic engineering is very close. Hello, Filovetti. Cheers. Thanks for being here, buddy. I'm just demonstrating a... basically an exploit of this game. Before... Later, I might... I was trying to get... by the way, Mana and Pizza Cat and everyone, I was trying to get Tokimeki Memorial 2 to work. But it seems I've gotten it to work, but I couldn't find the save file. So we'll need to see if I could get things to work properly. I'll fast forward through this as well. So flashing lights warning.
We must get that save file.
Yep. Okay, let's try this again. Do the correct thing. First off, Ureka is going to use her charge of increased movement. Awakening. Or Zeal. What Zeal does is that it lets you move with an attack. That actually gives us a bit of XP. No, that doesn't give us XP boost. That gives us damage boost, morale boost. And over here, as you can see, we're at 130 now. At 130, we could now use this attack. So we're going to move up and use this attack first, before using the map attack. Okay, we'll move here, and then attack all here. And we're going to save state right here. We already have Awakening, don't we? And boom. Yep, okay. And you're still here. So let's go ahead and use Nilvash's morale increase. Let's use this one. You're at 145. And you're going to use this again for the morale point. Mimsy. Increase 10 morale. And over here, as you can see now, our morale, which is this value right here, was on 155. So now we could use the map attack. Right? So we could use the map attack now. But due to limitations, it is important that we have one charge of this. Honestly, Turn A Gundam has a pretty cool design, but wasn't what people thought of back then. People didn't think Turn A design was cool. In fact, because of the nature of the design of Turn A, it has unfortunately been relegated. Is you have to think of the timing, right? It was Gundam Wing, which revolutionized the design even more, and then after that, it was Gundam X, and after Gundam X and X was basically criticized a little bit for being very cloney of Wing, right? Because they saw that they just tried to use X, the X mark to basically try to make design unique, but it's just huge rifles again, very twin buster cannony. Yeah, I'm going to use this to heal up the Nilvash, which levels up our Groma. And with that heal, we should still be able to use the map attack at 150. So now Renton has double money, double XP, and fire all charged up.
So
right?
It was a victim of being introduced at a bad time.
Yeah, it was a victim of being introduced at a bad time. It was, people said, okay, somebody said, let's have something different. Yeah, like it was introduced at a time where they were trying to find something unique, right? And the main target audience for Gundam has always been kind of like older teens, right? And the thing is, kids these days might not understand, but not everyone had an access to be able to watch it. So it's very Gundam in that case is very similar to Pokemon in that you only get access to it through certain media. For most of us in Asia who doesn't have anime, that access is gaming and Super Robot Wars and any other games of that type. And you have to imagine back in those days where was the main form of being able to watch any kind of anime at all over where we are or for the rest of the world. And unless you are willing to do that, the only thing you would see from Turn A is the design. And the design was such a departure that people don't get it. Right? It's like, wait a minute, why is the Gundam wearing this over here? And it's like that, not even knowing the story behind Turn A. Or what it was about. The storyline was amazing, right? And people, basically, it's a case of judging a book by its cover. And I was one person who got turned off by Turn A's design. But the other reason for me that Turn A was a stopping point for me was because my decision was being informed by G Generation. And the last G Generation game that featured extensive storytelling was G Generation F that we played. And F ended right at the cusp of where Turn A began. So it was a victim of coming out at the wrong time. It also was a victim of being basically being judged by its cover. But yeah, anyways, we can now use this map attack with double money and XP. But in hindsight, right, all the way back after the whole thing aired and watching it now, most people consider it one of the best series, one of the best Gundam series. People said Lauren was best girl, all those memes came along. Like, everybody, get down quickly, hurry up. And with that, we got the Goma destroyed. And we get a bunch of money.
And they are right. Lauren is best grill.
Yep. And you can see we got a bunch of XP. So with that, we get XP. And the game goes, we have game over. This is what's called annihilation play. Once you get a game over, you're forced to restart the battle. But you keep any and all money you've gained, and any of all experience you've gained. So if we keep doing this over and over and over, we will get a bunch of money in XP. And that's how we farmed the game last time. And I want to... and as you notice, it is I call it the Team Rentondees. And every single time now, I leveled up Apollo all the way to level 64. So now we need to think about which character. I just switched over from Apollo to someone else who I want to level up. I also probably want to switch you out for Luna Maria because I want to level up Luna Maria as well. But here's a cool thing I wanted to show you as well. Apparently, there's a function in game that lets you search for various different things. This, for example, lets you search for anybody with encouragement. And you see at a glance that that's encouragement is available on said character. So that's amazing. I love it. Like, for example, this is Melchi. Melchi could use encouragement. We could level up Zambot 3 as well to get encouragement. Because we need one charge of encouragement to farm this over and over. There's also, you could look over here as well. We could level up Emma, amongst other people. But we probably want to level up somebody with who hasn't unlocked all of their skills yet. So, for example, you is an interesting choice as well. And we could level up, say, Matthew if we want. We want to level Luna Maria. We could level up, and we could level up Cape too, just so that they all get nice bits of Vels. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this particular episode. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to save here. What I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to get Tokimeki Memorial to work, which means that I'll be ending the stream now, and I'll be resting. I'll need to rest up a bit. I could either... Okay, I'm going to give the choice to the viewers, right? So if you're still here, which one would you prefer between A, me switching to Tokimeki Memorial, but I can't guarantee that I will be able to stream it, or B, switch over to XCOM, which I can guarantee that I could stream it. But for me, Tokimeki Memorial is just a matter of me looking for the correct memory card. And if that's done, we'll be good. So anyways, it is up to you guys as well. Let me think this through. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode, because it's just going to be a bunch of farming over and over. And then I'll come back to Super Robot Wars once something interesting happens.
Probably do XCOM since it's a certainty.
Yeah, I could do XCOM. It's more of a certainty. All right, so I'll be right back. The other thing that's going to be a problem with the Tokimeki Memorial is that I don't have a thumbnail for it. So, yeah. So let's try some XCOM. So I'll be right back. I'll just go ahead and use the be right back screen here. And I'm going to close up all of the things. Yeah, feel free to talk amongst yourselves, class, while I get the game to work. But I'll be here. Feel free to, you know, chit-chat here and there. Yep. Yeah. The thing is,
I think I need your mod list for Scum again, Biggie, if you happen to have it.
Oh man, okay. I wouldn't use my mod list actually for XCOM. There is a list that I actually want to publish, but like let me think. There is a kind of like a quality of life only mod, which is improving. It's just improving quality of life stuff. Yep. XCOM basic mod recommended.
I had the mods, but on my old PC had them and I forgot to transfer them over.
First off, you need to look up just give me a second. Recommended mods, the WotC core collection. I think this is it. Okay. Yep, so first off, you need, I think I'll link you to this one. This is the kind of like the tutorial on mods here. I'm not sure who, actually, just give me a second. This core collection is created by who exactly? Oh, if it's Iridar, he's great. So let me type that. It gives you the tutorial on how to download the community alternative mod launcher. Talk about how to use DLCs, list of problematic mods, mods with fixes, superseded mods, all that good stuff. Okay, and I'll be right back. So everybody stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get some XCOM started. So